Today on the show, we're deep sense of the numbers that shape our world. Asterisk in a small village, where myths and reality intertwine, and legends mingle with folktales. There was an old house perched on a high hill overlooking wheat fields and vast meadows. This house belonged to a wealthy family named Nelson, known for their wealth and generosity. However, after the death of all family members in a mysterious accident, the house was neglected and remained abandoned for many years. Asterisk, people began calling it the haunted house and spun dozens of stories around it, telling of screams at night, ghosts appearing in the windows, and objects moving of their own accord. Some swore they saw shadows moving between its walls, and others said they heard a woman crying at dawn. For years, everyone avoided passing by it, and children were even forbidden from playing in its vicinity. Asterisk, in 2010, a young man named Hector, in his late 20s, decided to buy this house. Hector was a cultured young man who loved history and archaeology, and he did not believe in superstitions or stories of genies. He saw this house as a great investment opportunity, especially since its price was very low due to its poor reputation. Asterisk, Hector entered the house for the first time on a sunny spring day. As soon as he stepped through the door, he felt a strange feeling in his chest. The air felt heavier, and the smell that filled his nostrils was a mixture of dampness, mold, and old dust. Undeterred, he began the restoration process himself, determined to transform this house into an architectural masterpiece. Asterisk, for the first few weeks, nothing happened except what Allah considered normal. Doors opening and closing in the air, the creaking of the old wooden floor, and the sounds of some animals. But little by little, things began to change. One night, Hector woke up to the sound of footsteps coming from upstairs. When he went up to check, he found no one there. The next day, he noticed that some construction tools had been moved, times even being put back in their original positions without him touching them. Asterisk, one evening, while Hector was cleaning one of the back rooms, he found a worn leather book behind an old cupboard. The book was dusty and bound with copper wire. It had strange inscriptions in a language he didn't recognize. Despite his lack of knowledge of the language, he felt compelled to open it as he began to leaf through its pages. He found himself strangely able to read and understand what was written. Asterisk, the book told the story of a genie named Stefan, who had lived in this house hundreds of years ago. According to the book, Stefan was a kind genie entrusted with protecting the family that owned the house. He moved around the house, protecting them from harm and warding off evil eye and witchcraft. When the family died in a sudden accident, Stefan was unable to bear the loss and remained in the house alone, sad and angry. Asterisk, in the following days, Kata began to sense the presence of this creature. He wasn't afraid. Instead, he tried to speak to it in a calm voice when he sensed its presence. One night, Stefan's image appeared before him, a transparent entity with human features and eyes. Filled with indescribable sadness, Stefan told Hector that he had been trying for years to talk to the house's inhabitants, but no one had been able to understand him. Asterisk, I didn't want to scare them, Stefan said. I just wanted a friend, someone who would listen and understand me. Asterisk, from that night, a strange relationship began to develop between Hector and Stefan. Hector shared his plans for renovating the house with Stefan, and Stefan, in turn, helped him, warded off accidents, and warned him when danger loomed. He would turn on old lamps when the electricity went out and close the windows during storms. Asterisk, months passed, and the house became a work of art. Its walls were cleaned, the floors were polished, and its garden was once again alive. Everyone who visited Allah felt that the house held a mysterious, inexplicable, positive energy. Asterisk, Hector would come every evening, sit in the living room, and speak loudly, as if addressing Stefan. Stefan would respond silently, with gestures, subtle changes in the atmosphere, or sometimes a faint appearance in the mirror. Asterisk over time, Hector no longer considered Nazim a supernatural being, but a loyal friend, the keeper of a venerable house's history. When Hector finally decided to move into the house permanently, he held a simple celebration, invited his close friends, declared in front of everyone, asterisk, in this house, I found more than I was looking for, ... I found a friend who was invisible, yet always present, asterisk. Thus, the house ceased to be known as the haunted house, but rather as the house of peace. Thanks to his strange friendship, Hector became more optimistic about life and closer to understanding the secrets of this mysterious world. Asterisk. If you enjoyed this strange secret and want to follow all the new and mysterious content, don't forget to support the channel and share the story with your friends. Your support allows us to continue and bring you stories stranger than fiction every day.